This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Boom today, all you sports fans. Welcome to this, the OMSR, with your brief but very concise host, Will the Alternative ESPN Sports Throw. Limited space here on this, the OMSR set. Being 6'4" and 275 makes it kind of tricky too. I'm sure as I'm standing here, I'm going to not go as very pricey tripod one these days. Brief intro, giving you my 2 cents. Hopefully it's worth a quarter. Top plays of the year, which defined the college football playoff. And, you know, there's a number of them. It's broken down by the up-and-coming rising stars there. Guys we liked watching play the game when they were younger. And so from ESPN, my colleagues there, yes, I could say I've been doing this long enough now, played the game myself, where I am a sports journalist, so I do call colleagues, and I do like, you know, Vilma. He's a great addition. He's that one guy on defense that could make like Miami a little bit likable, because a lot of us remember Miami from the 80s. We're still in sports banging. It was Oklahoma, Nebraska versus Miami games. If you're a Gen Xer, you know what the heck I'm talking about. If you're Gen Y or millennial, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about, old man? It's like, hey, I might be getting older, but I can still lift with the best of them. And then close out. Got the best of college football final. Now, again, bears reputed, been doing this a while. And there were some comments on episodes in the past when it was the old school version. Can you even say old school when it was only 5 years ago? Talking 5-6 years ago. That was kind of oxymoronic. Yes, I can be moronic sometimes. Go ahead, you can make a little bit of a joke. Just keep it respectful in your comments. And then when I'm talking about when Reese was the MC, or the man on point, you had the great coach Holtz, and Mark Bain. Now, Mark Bain was the guy who put a lot of people off. He doesn't seem to be working there anymore. I don't know the story. I didn't do enough background research to be able to comment on that. But Joey Ohio Smith, this guy who took more guff for the old ball coach there in Florida. Yeah, I always felt bad for him on the sideline. And Adnan, he's pretty cool too, running the show. All right, so it's the best of college football final. They've been doing this now 2 years. Kind of sorry, Danny Cannell, we don't miss you. You seem kind of boring even after you have 2 shots. Thanks for watching. Those silly DUIs while you're out there. Roll.
All right, player you're most excited to see here, Coach, come college football playoffs time.
Say that again now.
Who's the player you're most excited to see?
Oh, I can't wait to watch Ian Book. I want to see Ian Book in a big-time environment against Clemson in a college football playoff game. They made the exact decision they needed to make to get to where they are. Now let's see if it pays off in a big-time way and gets them to the championship.
It was a great move by Brian Kelly. Brandon Loomis is strong a little bit. Book electrifying with his arm and can make plays with his legs. Now he'll go up against that Clemson D-line, see what happens there. David, for you?
I see your Ian Book, and I raise you Trevor Lawrence. How about the decision Dabo Swinney made for this moment? This is why he did it. He could have run the table with Kelly Bryant, could have played some defensive football, ran the football. He said, I've got a guy that can sling the ball all over the yard. I know he's a freshman. I know he's young. I got to go with him. Does he make a freshman mistake? Does he carry this team? Deshaun Watson did it a couple years ago. There's a lot around him.
Got to cut that hair. This coming from a guy who had hair. There's my neighbor Fabio. Like
he's going to decide whether Clemson wins the national
title,
title, whether they win a playoff game, or whether they go home without either.
And he's got great hair, too.
Flowing locks.
Flowing all the way.
Absolutely. Sunshine, beautiful. You're just jealous of the hair.
I'm not jealous of the hair. I don't want any flowing locks. Yeah. I do want to see Dexter Williams, though.
Yeah. I want flowing locks?
Not his flowing locks. I want to see him run the ball against Clemson. That's what I want to see. Dexter Williams stood out to me when he first got back. And I said, wow, he's a home run hitter. And he reminds me of Travis Etienne. Maybe not as fast, but definitely mobile, definitely agile. He's obviously a home run hitter. And I want to see, can he be as explosive as I've seen him all season long against that Clemson D-line? If he can open it up, Ian Book will have a great game.
You're right about that.
And in many ways, I feel like he's been underrated. There's been so much conversation, not really about Ian Book, but Dexter Williams, enormous, as you said, a home run hitter.
He had
big
that
play
suspension
capability.
early. I think the suspension obviously hurt him because the stats obviously don't look as good.
He definitely gave them a jolt. All right, shout out to our boy Todd McShay. He was supposed to be part of the show. He's stuck in Boise right now. That's right.
I didn't know Todd was coming.
Yeah,
Snowed in.
The snow and the Smurf trip yesterday. So here's his top prospects. Todd would have been here to explain them further. Maybe you guys want to jump in.
No, we'll just say we disagree with all of them.
No, Rashawn Gary something. And Oliver. Quinn Williams, you're going to talk about later on. And Greedy Williams, LSU. All these guys, big-time guys who can impress. Coach, which of these guys are you most excited to see?
But I would love a Greedy Williams. I love a corner named Greedy.
That's pretty awesome.
Say the name, like, look at the grades, 94 at minimum.
You know what I would love to do? I would love to sell you on all those guys. That would be phenomenal. Right. The only one you're going to see playing a bowl game is Quentin Williams.
Right.
I mean, I don't think the other guys are even going to play in a bowl game. So Quentin Williams, by the way, is a one-man wrecking crew on the Alabama defensive line. The best defensive player in college football all year long. He's the best interior guy, best exterior guy, best guy, period.
I've seen. Surprised me. He was on nobody's radar to start the season. I couldn't believe it. After I watched the first game, I was like, who is this guy?
Who's 92?
Yeah, I was like, who's 92?
Next freak out.
Oh. And then next thing you knew, everyone started to watch him. I was surprised he wasn't on anybody's.
So good.
Everyone knows who David Pollock is. Thanks for hanging out all day here.
Oh, I'm gone?
You're out. You're here in Bristol, now you're out. McElroy got the hook. Give him the pocket square. Pollock's out. You'll see David on the road, of course. 246. So I don't know what it's together. Here we go. We're back for another season. Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway. I'm Ad Nimberg. Feeling good, right?
Oh, I feel terrific. I feel amazing for a 15-hour day.
Second win over a Big Ten team in Akron history. The last time was 1894 over Ohio State. Their coach then, John Heisman. No color TVs, man. Well, there's no television at all. There's definitely no color.
No color TV.
And let there be color, please. No monochromatic. Now it's time for some other book-worthy games. And good night, Irene. Going up the field for an 86-yard touchdown run. Why aren't you guys talking right now? Seriously, what? Oh, okay. I guess a couple of books that are more interesting than this highlight. What do you think Steve Spurrier would have said about the win?
Yeah, we got a good win here. Okay, just moving on now. Yeah, beat them Tigers. All right. Did it my first time, too. Ain't that big of a deal.
I've worked with Joey Galloway for 5 years. Two things. One, never seen you wear a hat before. Two, I'm shocked. You're all in on Kansas?
I am all in with the Jayhawks. 2-game win streak. They are rolling right now.
This is Brewer to Josh Fleek's 33-yard touchdown. Kansas lost this game 26-7. Rock chalk. What are you, serious?
Let's get ready for basketball season, Jayhawks. Ohio State with defense, Notre Dame with pass protection, Clemson quarterback. I'm dropping my pen as I'm going because I'm getting fired.
Yeah, everybody has a flow.
I'm impressed by the cup, holding the cupcake the entire time.
I'm more energy right now eating a cupcake. I'm more so impressed eating a cupcake right now. I haven't done that since I stayed at them.
Time to just go ahead and let it snow, all right? Seriously.
Fans on both sides not to throw snowballs onto the field.
Hey, no, come on! This is impossible to read the highlight. Jason Shelley downfield hitting Jalen Dixon, 47-yard touchdown. Yusuf 17-7. Not the face, not the face.
That is throwing him back at the face. This is unbelievable.
Utah State, which is 29-24. Bobo's still pleading his case, as am I!
Big day for Canadians today. Chase Claypool, big day for Notre Dame as well. Had a touchdown.
Do you want to bring back O Canada?
Never.
Time now for helmet stickers. Joey, lead us off.
Mondale Moore, 12 catches, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, 15 tackles, 8 of those solo, and an interception.
Can we zoom in here, Mike Riley? Look at Joey Galloway here, the helmet sticker.
I was just about to say, I'm impressed
that is
with
absolutely
brutal placement.
You're a guy who prides himself on pointing fingers.
I'm
pointing finger at you.
I can't see
I'm pointing finger at you.
The guy that played at Ohio State, it was the best one of the year.
Laura Rollins, as tough as it gets, she got trucked.
Watch how fast she gets up, though.
Yeah, we checked in with her. She's okay.
Look, she looks and sees the play coming and says, you know what, guys? No pads, no problem. I can take it. And smiled the entire time.
For Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway, I'm Ad Nimberg. It's been a pleasure.